struggling versus scaling up your business and life to the next level. Get ready for a powerful Motivation Plus Marketing podcast. My name is John Delemmy, the CEO and founder of Delemmy Development Group.com. Been podcasting now for well over 15 plus years. And I want to thank Good Pods for ranking Motivation Plus Marketing podcasts in the top 10 sales podcasts and many other rankings through the Good Pods ranking that came out for this past week. So thank you to all of the international listeners and obviously listeners here in the States. I appreciate it. So today's podcast is based upon a quote I wrote many years ago. And the quote is, marketing is not selling, it's relationship building. Salespeople sell, marketers open up relationships. Long term. Long term is the key. Please grab a pen that writes, take some notes. Those of you driving, I suggest to listen. And when you can re-listen to this, when you're at your desk, and you can grab a pen that writes and start to add to your daily journal. There's one area that I'm really going to start to really force as a teacher and as a proven and time-tested expert in the area of self-development. Between now and the end of the year of 2023, we've had a record-breaking stellar year in all aspects of success. I teach success as 3 components: physically, emotionally, and financially. Just a stellar year because we're scaling up. We're not struggling. I'm going to get into the depths of that. So marketing is not selling, it's relationship building. See, and I did a teaching many years ago on the 4 R's: read, relate, respond, revenue. And we're going to be making some huge announcements here coming up. I'm going to have well over 300 of my products that I recorded over the years available on what will be known as the #1 online store for self-development and success in marketing teaching. So get ready for that announcement. You'll have an opportunity of digging into that teaching where I really unpack read. Give people something to read. They read it. They start to relate to it. Once they relate to it, they respond. And when they respond, there's revenue. The first thing you have to do is you have to give something of content where people can relate to you. See, relationship building. You build a relationship. It's like what's going on down here in Florida in real estate. And we're going to be announcing a docu-series coming up. I had a great coaching call today with Kristen Adolfi. Kristen will be down here in a few weeks, and we're going to be doing a series that we're going to run. It's going to be hours of explaining the development of what is happening in the utopia, the building of West Palm Beach, from area code 33401 to 33409, literally from Lake Clark Shores, up to Northwood, north of Railroad Avenue, Wall Street South, all of the high-scale condos that are being developed. I added it up today. There's over $7 billion of condos between Alba, Forte, Lara, Mr. C condos, 360 Rosemary Square, and the list goes on. And the area of Soso, south of Southern Boulevard, actually runs up to Belvedere. Now, I unleashed all this because there are guys who are fanatics about football. Based upon when you're listening to this, could be a Saturday, and there's guys that paint their faces for their alumni for football. I am a fanatic about business because when it comes to life and people are involved in business. When there is a transformational decision made in business. In other words, when someone's life transforms because their life is enhanced and improved through the service you render and they respect you, that's called servicing. That's called creating an emotional experience someone remembers after they leave you. It's not a logo. It's not a website. It's not Facebook Live. It's not TikTok. It's not TikTok views. It has nothing to do with social media. It's the emotional experience when someone says, you know what? I am beginning to believe I can trust them. Hello, people. That's called relationship building. Salespeople sell. They try to make money. To me, I can't stand salespeople. There are 2 things that I can heavily market: real estate and self-development, because they both create value of supernatural, record-breaking results. What is going on here in Soso, the Soso district, and I did the podcast about $150,000, I told you so. Well, that house sold for cash in a 7-day close. I did the podcast. Everyone, I had people tell me, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Okay. Hashtag told you so. Same as right now, we have strong eyeballs on that. Once again, I open this podcast up. Let's say I was doing a live broadcast and thousands of people on. How many of you know Seville, Florida? You go, I know Cadillac Seville. No one knows Seville. I sat in front of someone yesterday who's a very well-to-do, very successful businessman. You'll be hearing an announcement about that. Never heard of Seville. You heard of Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shop, and he said, oh, anything Johnny Morris decides to do, get involved in anything, in and around anything he does, he has a golden thumb. See, why people struggle is because they're not focused on a specialized niche to develop relationships and build a list to communicate and be the example. You see, salespeople sell, marketers open up relationships. Remember the grand opening mindset. I'm doing a teaching this week, and I'm my studio with the 99.9 Yard Line, one of the first motivational plus marketing podcasts, which will obviously all of you listen to this on the audio platform. You're going to see the audio, but an additional bonus is the videos will be available. I'll be videoing live on my YouTube channel, my LinkedIn profile, and so forth. You guys will have an opportunity to see the podcast video. And I'm doing one about the grand opening mindset. Vin Russo, the CEO and founder of the multi-billion-dollar product line. Vin, another epic strategic coaching call today. And, you know, in my book, the most recent book I wrote, titled Making Capitalism Great Again, it says on page 11, the grand opening mindset. Remember the very first day you opened your business? Wow. How this happens for all different business owners and entrepreneurs. Some physically hang the open sign in the window while others walk into their home office and turn on a computer or pick up the phone for the very first time. You were excited. Ever said to me, excited. You were excited about building your own business and envisioned your future success that would enable you to leave a legacy for your family. That is what I call the grand opening mindset. There is one thing that John Delemy does possess. He possesses called possessions. Like right now, you guys, you own the smartphone and computer you're listening to this to. If someone goes to grab it, you own it. It's your possession. You possess that. It's your possession. One thing that I possess is the mindset. I love people. And I understand that every day is day one. Why? Because everyone skinned over me. Everyone prejudged me. I answered an ad, got introduced to network marketing and self-development, went on to build a multi-million-dollar business. And I didn't conquer speaking, I conquered fear. And for 10 years, I built myself up through self-development. I was very proud to launch my company 22 years ago. And I honor my grandfather and development. Everyone for many years always reference us as a real estate company, and we are. We build people up mind-wise. That's the most important asset, your mind. And let me tell you something. God put me here in the heart of what is going to go down in history. They'll be writing about this economic growth. 3-4 years from now, there's $7 billion of condos between the Ritz-Carlton, the Olera Forte, Alba, South Flagler House, Mr. C condo. I can go on and on and on. And I will be doing a full video podcast about this, letting everybody know. I don't want you to tell me, hey, Delemy, you didn't tell me about it. Like when everyone laughed at me, I had some arrogant realtor, oh, you don't know about real estate, Delemy. Like, there is called special. I don't care what's going on in other parts of get out. Get out. There is investments happening now of high value in this area of Florida and the pocket of West Volusia County. I'm not some 20-year-old TikTok influencer or creator. I'm a 58-year young businessman who built multi-million-dollar businesses, and I understand trends, and I position myself. I'm educated. I read hours a day. I read more today about real estate than probably anybody you know in real estate, because I enjoy learning. I enjoy reading. I enjoy getting in front of a trend. And I'm telling all of you, that grand opening mindset, day one. That's a marketer. People struggle because there's no vision, there's no focus, there's no relationship building. That's why it says long-term. Long-term is the key. Opening up relationships long-term. Christy activated 2 major leads yesterday. Somebody said they can't stand a realtor because the person texts them like crazy. And the other person said, the last person that sold my house screwed the contracts up. I had to chase him down. I couldn't find him because I'll say it. I've been saying this for over 2 decades now. Realtors and network marketers suck. Why? They get in because there's quote unquote money to be made. When you enter something for money, you have a greed mindset. When you enter a business to impact and change a person's life for the better and look forward to hearing a raving review about the services you offer because the impact you have in someone's life long term, that's called a marketer. You should write me a check for $10,000 for that statement. You ain't going to learn that in an MBA program. And you won't learn that going on some online graphic school about social media influencer. That's business, boys and girls. And that's why I'm so excited about this. Marketing is not selling. It's relationship building. And remember, people who have great integrity and great honor, you want to develop relationships. And we talked about this today. The entire salon business is based upon walk-ins welcome. What that means? What does that mean? That means every salon knows people walk by their salon with no relationship with the stylist. They're dissatisfied and frustrated, going back to the core of what I teach. 2 of the 57 must-use words in every piece of marketing you do is dissatisfied and frustrated. But Christy right now is about to secure a very large listing. And I basically told the person, look, our strategy is not sit around and wait. It's strategic. It's systematic. It's positioning. So, guys, you will struggle. You will struggle with an ego. You will struggle when you have an ego. You will struggle when you listen to doomsday people. You can let everybody you know, West Palm Beach, Florida, So-So District, south of Southern Boulevard, South Dixie Highway, South Olive, from South Flagler, from Forte, all the way up to the Singer Island. It was a marina just acquired for $58 million last week, right on the Blue Heron Bridge. And I just chuckle about this because no one knows any of this going on. Then you wake up, go, oh, what happened? Well, the issue is even if you were told about it, people procrastinate and they have poverty mindset and they're lazy in their mind and they lose it. And by the way, that 10-acre country estate in Florida, that's Seville, that's skyrocketing. Those of you, look, my biggest frustration in my career is procrastination and poverty mindset. It kills people, especially because most people call themselves Christians. God will give you the door. He expects you to grab the doorknob and open it up. Most people don't. I had to walk through that door in 1990. If I asked anybody around me, should I get involved in network marketing, everyone would have told me, don't do it. Many of you know my story. For many years, I had to use the products in my home and put them under the bed. I was ridiculed, made fun of. And now, because of that season I went through, I can speak to you today in this podcast with pure confidence. Success, there's a price to pay. But the price for success to pay is well worth it versus the price of frustration, dissatisfaction. All right, let me wrap this up. So, guys, scale it up, next level. And everybody, I'll say it, you can write it down, everybody you know interested in Florida real estate. Florida right now is the fastest growing state in America's history for real estate. This pocket here of West Palm Beach, Florida, and the pocket of West Volusia County are 2 pockets of real estate that when you make an investment in it, I will tell you there's going to be massive ROI. Most people won't. They'll procrastinate, and they'll live in the shoulda, coulda, woulda, not only if I knew. Well, It depends who you ask. Ask broke people, ask negative people, ask unsuccessful people how to build a business, ask non-risk takers, ask people that have no adventurous mindset, have any why, any goals. They will tell you not to do anything because they're doing nothing. As always, we are here for you. Feel free to call or text us. We focus on developing and building relationships. And we're known for calling everyone back and emailing everyone back. People's communication is hard. I can't stand. I will not do business. Anybody have to chase in business, I will never do business with them. I am not chasing anybody, wasting my mind space to see if someone got my email or they call me back or did I text them. Gone. We will call you back within 1 second to 24 hours. everybody you know. Do them a valuable favor to introduce them to Christy and our team for real estate in Florida. And once again, we can be reached at 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467. And I am telling you, the $150,000 podcast, I told you so, that property closed November 6th. It was offered $1 million. They moved it to $1,150,000. That's what the podcast is based upon. No inspection, cash close. They closed at $1.1 million. So they agreed upon $50,000 less than $100. It went from, long story short, it closed at $1.1 million. It was pending for 5 days. It was a 5-day cash close. Who's laughing now? It is exploding by the second. West Palm Beach, West Volusia. Game on. Interested? Let us know. Call or text 561-847-3467. Procrastination will kill you. Kill you. Physically, emotionally, people are stressed out. They're worried. They gain weight mentally. They gain weight physically. They're just so stressed. Faith removes stress. Act. Talk to you soon.